He's toured with Classified, just released his 4th album, recently got some love from Drake, and chatted with us. Halifax rapper Quake Matthews gives us the scoop on his recent success. All right, Quake, so right off the bat, we got to talk about your new album.
Yes.
So it came out this January.
Yes, January 30th.
January 30th, so almost February.
Yeah, pretty much February, but had to keep it for January.
So your 4th album.
Yes, 4th album.
And so what's different about this one than the others?
I think with this album, what I tried to do was I tried to just take the best pieces of the previous 3 albums and my best qualities and tie it all into one.
And so what are those? What are your best qualities?
You know what? I don't even know. I don't know. I guess there would be the lyrical deep tracks or, you know, the more introspective, thought-provoking tracks. That's one of my best qualities. And then I guess the braggadocious songs, which I didn't really have on the previous album, but I did grow up in the battle rap essence, in the battle rap, like, you know, lifestyle and stuff like that. So I kind of had to come back to that because people were missing some of that aspect from me. But I'd say those are my 2 most strong points.
So what songs are you pushing right now? What are the sort of your favorites and what are the ones you're...
Right now, we just came out with a new video last week. It actually premiered on a channel called All Def Digital, which is a YouTube channel, which is a combination between, it's a joint venture between Russell Simmons, who's co-founder of Def Jam, which is crazy, and DreamWorks. So that was huge for me just to have that. And like to see Russell Simmons tweet that video, like on his Twitter, he has like 3.4 million followers.
Tweeted your video?
Yeah, because well, it debuted on his site, right? Because I know a friend who works for that channel, so he kind of got me in there.
That is crazy. So you seem like you've had a lot of crazy things happen to you lately.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Everything's going good. I think when you think positive and stuff like that, it's all going good and everything goes good.
So you're a believer in like good karma?
Yes, I think so. Because I don't know, I was a negative thinking person for a while, that I used to focus on what wasn't happening for me or why I wasn't where I wanted to be. And then it came to a point where I just started thinking about what I wanted and, you know, ignoring all the negative thoughts and just focusing on what I did want. And believe me, stuff starts happening like quickly, very quickly.
I love that you say that because it's so true.
I think it is too.
So now we got to get into another thing that's been all over the internet, and it's got to be brought up. And I saw you did an interview recently that you sort of explained the story, and I purposely didn't read it because I want to hear this story from your mouth. So you were recently in Toronto.
Yeah.
And some crazy stuff happened. So why don't you just walk us through the story?
Okay, so I was in Toronto for a rap battle event. It's called King of the Dot. And one of my close friends, Pat Stay, he's from Dartmouth. He is the current champion of this league, and it's from people from all over the world. And he was battling for the defending his title or whatnot. And this is like a huge event. Like this is a 2-day event. There's like people that come in from all over the world, like England.
So this is worldwide even?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
This is like all over the world, like a world event.
And a Halifax guy is the champion right now, or was last year?
Yes, he still is.
So he won?
He won, yes. The event was Saturday and Sunday, but Friday there was a press conference. So we checked into the room or whatever, and we were just having a few drinks, whatever. Because Drake was sponsoring this event, so I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know if that means like he's just funding it, if he's gonna be there, how involved he really is gonna be. And someone was like, oh, he's downstairs at the press conference. I'm like,
Right.
Yeah, I was like, no, he's not. And they're like, he wouldn't come for the press conference. And they're like, oh no, he's really down there. Like, this guy's like a true like fan of this. That's why like I salute him. Like, and this is not the first time he's done this. Like he's come out before for these things. So yeah, he was at the press conference and he was asking Pat, my friend, a question. And let me know, the questions he's asking all these battlers are very in depth. It's not like, so how do you feel about this? Like it's very, very personal. You could tell he really watches this and like cares about it.
He did his research. He knows the people.
He knows, yeah. So he was like, so I'm in the back row and it's like the last question of the night. It's like, they're like, all right, anyways, everyone drive safe. I'm like, oh, sorry, we have one more question here. Someone in the front row here. And they're kind of laughing because it's Drake, he's there. So he asked the question, he's like, well, Pat, as of late, you seem kind of disgusted with battle rap. You don't seem like you want to be here. You don't seem happy. But he's like, today you're in different form. He's like, you seem happy, almost like you did in Quake Matthews' Summertime Win video. And then he turned, and I'm sitting in the back row. I don't know where he knows where I'm at or whatever. And like he turns back, he's like, Quake Matthew. Like, and I was just like, what?
Drake.
Yeah.
Like Drake.
Yeah.
And had you ever met him in your life?
Yeah, definitely. I met him probably like 6 or 7 times.
Okay, so you guys are kind of cool.
Yeah, actually, the whole thing, why we are cool, it started not being cool because, like, yeah, that's how he.
That's even better.
Yeah, it started not being cool because, like, when he was just like a local rapper in Toronto, or his crew was from the east end of Toronto, and these guys from the west end kind of recruited me. They were the offense, we were the offense, they were the wise guys, and there was like some beef going on there, and so there was like diss tracks, and then like. So I like dissed him and stuff when I was like 18 years old, and then it would be like.
And this is before he's Drake.
Yeah.
Though. This is when he's like still in the wheelchair.
Yeah. But then it's like happening like slightly. So there'd be like he would get to that next level, and there'd be like certain lines where it's like, oh my, I can tell that's at me, and we'd be like studying the lines, and he'd be like flipping them, and then all of a sudden it just when his mixtape came out, So Far Gone, it was just gone, like gone. You know what I mean? Like worldwide star. So then the first time I saw him after that was at the Junos in Newfoundland, and like we're kind of like, it's like the VIP area. He's like as far like as that wall to me, and like we're kind of walking. I was like kind of still at my pride, like I'm not even saying what's up to him, but like, but really I'm waiting around to like meet him anyways. But I'm trying to like argue with myself. Yeah. So like, anyways, he came over and kind of just said what's up to me, and he was like. He's like, yeah, I really like your stuff, like, you know what I mean? And he just is like, we took a picture, and he's just the most down-to-earth, humble guy ever. So like every time I saw him since then, he's always just been so cool, like, you know what I mean? Very cool. Like one of the times he actually like gave me his number to call and be like, let me know how you're doing and stuff like that. And I didn't even have a cell phone at the time. I had to tell Aris, like, give me your phone. He's like, oh yeah, here's my phone, put it in. But yeah. Yeah,
that's
so,
cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was history. You know, like I didn't know if you'd ever met. So that's an interesting part of the story for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So what did that feel like? Like you said your name, you're in a crowded room, and you weren't even. This wasn't even about you. This was about Pat Stay.
It felt incredible. Like I think I left my seat. Like, pretty sure. And plus, like I had like we were drinking like heavy. Very heavy.
So you're like,
I don't
is
know if
that
you're allowed
real?
to say that on this TV.
Yes, you give her.
We were drinking like heavy, really heavy. So like I kind of stood up, and it was like, but like mid as I was about to stand up, like I don't know how much I was smiling, probably from ear to ear. I was like, oh, this is a press conference. It's like there's cameras everywhere. So I was just like, yeah, just kind of trying to play it all cool or whatever.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So tell me about Summertime Win.
Okay, that video is just, this is a bunch of people on a boat having a good time in the summertime, you know? This is pretty much what it was. It came together with me, Dylan, and Corey alone in the room. It started with nothing, and Dylan started playing the guitar thing, Corey started adding the drums in, I started coming with my verses. One thing led to another, and there it was. And it was crazy though, because a lot of people, a lot of my core fans been like knocking me for that, being like, oh, what are you doing? You're selling out, because I guess it has a pop appeal. This is pop culture TV though, so I guess it fits. But yeah, I don't think I conformed at all. I think it was just people having fun, and it's good to show that side of yourself every once in a while. Life is not that serious. So yeah, that's what that video is, I guess.
Thank you so much, Quake.
Oh, thank you for having me.